This is BBC World News. I'm Karin Giannone. Our top stories. Moscow prepares to hold a ceremony to mark the annexation of occupied territories in Ukraine, but the US says it will never recognise Russia's claims. 23 people are reported to have been killed after a Russian missile hit a convoy of vehicles carrying civilians near Zaporizhia. A huge rescue effort underway in southwest Florida in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian. There are fears many lives have been lost. Police in Kabul say a suicide attack at a tuition centre close to the Afghan capital has killed at least 19 people and injured many others. For all of you watching on PBS and around the globe, a warm welcome to BBC World News. Some breaking news to start with from Ukraine. 23 civilians have been killed in the southern city of Zaporizhia after a Russian missile struck a convoy of vehicles. That is according to the governor of the province. Initial pictures that have started coming in show ambulances rushing to the scene. Our correspondent, who has just arrived there, reports that victims do seem to be civilians. The attack comes just hours before President Putin is expected to hold a ceremony declaring 4 partially occupied regions, including Zaporizhia, where the attack took place in the last couple of hours, will become part of Russia. The Kremlin says Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia and Kherson voted overwhelmingly to join Russia in those recent self-styled referendums, but Ukraine and the West have dismissed the votes as a sham. Ukraine insists its goal of fully liberating its territory will never change, regardless of any statements from Moscow. Well, Sarah Rainsford, our Eastern Europe correspondent and in Moscow for many years as the BBC correspondent there, is with me here in the studio. How big a deal is this? How much fanfare is there, Sarah, in Russia for this announcement?
I think there's a fair deal of fanfare. I think President Putin's trying to sell this as a really big patriotic moment for Russia. There's already stages being erected on Red Square. There's big signs up saying that all these 4